Big Bob, baby. Right back in the heat. See, baby, you jocking my style. Oh, you so crazy. All right, so I've been reading this book, guys. It's called The Eye of the Prophet. Camera autofocus. Say autofocus, nigga. Here you go. The Eye of the Prophet. And this book is by Khalil Gibran. He was born in 1883. You can camera autofocus. Autofocus camera. Anyway, this book was publicized in 1923. So, it's been on my heart to speak on several passages that I feel like that I feel like that resonates with me. It's been on my heart to do it. So that's what I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so this page is about youth and hope, right? So Khalil was like a self-proclaimed prophet / poet. If you ever been in jail, you've read Machiavelli, the Bible, and the sports page. That's the only thing they give you inside them. So, yeah, so you read about like poems and stuff. So he has this passage. It's called Youth and Hope. So in it, he says, "Youth walked before me, and I followed it to a remote field. There stopped and raised his eyes towards the clouds, which were drifting across the sky like a flock of sheep. Then it looked at the trees whose bare branches were stretched out towards the sky in a gesture of invocation, asking for their foliage to return. And I said, 'O youth, to what place have we come?' Youth replied, 'To the field of confusion. Take care of yourself.' Then I cried out, 'Let us leave without delay. This place frightens me.' But youth objected, 'Be patient, for it is from doubt that knowledge is born.'" Now let's just unpack that. Let's unpack youth stating, "Be patient," right? For it is from doubt that knowledge is born, right? So, like, the need to know something, it's always subjective, right? Because everybody doesn't need to know anything, you know what I mean? Like, some people need to know some certain things, other people don't need to know anything. Some people are just blissfully ignorant, and that's okay too, because there's a happiness in being blissfully ignorant. But and there's it's almost like there's agony. There's agony in defeat, but there's learning in victory, right? So it's like one of those types of things. So when he says be patient, but so he's talking to his youth, like he's talking to his younger self, which is really dope, to me, how a poet can write a poem about his younger self and him going through a field, and, his younger self being like, "Man, let's get out of here. It's scary." And he's saying, "Be patient, for it is from doubt." No, the youth objected, like he's scared. So he cried out, "Let us leave without delay. This place frightens me." So his older self is who's crying out, but youth objected and saying, "Be patient, for it is from doubt that knowledge is born," right? So this doubt that, you're going to make it, or you're going to be able to be a success story in your own way. You know, when I say success, please don't put a monetary number behind that. I dislike that with a vehement disdain when people put success as a dollar sign. Like when people come around me and like, man, I can make you $400,000. I'm like, man, let me get away from you, because you're going to either get me locked up or killed, or unalived, or you're going to get yourself arrested or unalived. Like, and that's not what success is. Like, and everybody said the same thing. I just want to be able to wake up and do whatever I want when I want, on nobody's dime or nobody's clock. And it's like, yeah, we all want that, but were we raised like that? We were all raised to wake up 8:45, be to school by 9, be out by 3:15. Like our lives were always um like decided for us, by an authority figure, whether it was your teacher, your mother, your coach, or whatever, football, basketball, whatever. So anyway, let me proceed. I really, really love this chapter. Then, as I looked around, I saw a graceful silhouette coming towards us. I asked, "Who is this woman?" And youth replied, "It is Melpomene, daughter of Zeus and Moose of Tragedy." Melpomene slanging nine from that Yoda to that, from that Cali to that Melpomene. But fortunate youth, I cried, what can tragedy want of me while you are beside me? And youth answered me, she has come in order to show you the earth and its afflictions. I had to show you the problem with the earth, right? For he who has never looked at suffering cannot claim to see joy, right? So if you basically, that's, self-explanatory. If you've never suffered, how do you know what joy feels like? It was like you have to go through suffering, like in life. You have to go through some sort of pain, some sort of suffering, intolerable suffering too. Like it's like man, like I don't want to get too grotesque, but so okay, let me just keep it PG-13. Have you ever like exercised and like felt that like suffering, like your legs are burning, but then the endorphins after, like the joy after you finish sweating out all those toxins, it's like suffering. But also, have you ever lost a loved one and went through the 5 stages of grief or bereavement, if for better lack of a word, and then felt the joy that this person was finally at peace, and everyone has a date, everyone has a time, I always ask myself, man, what if on your birth certificate it said the day you were born and the day you were going to die on your birth certificate? Now that birth certificate would be worth a lot of money. I mean, well, I don't know, I don't want to say money, but it'd be worth of value. It'd be, like, I don't even know what my birth certificate is. Like your birth certificate should have more on there than just who they claim is your mom or your dad. It should have the date, the time, the place, the doctor who, or the nurse practitioner, or the PA who pulled you out, or the pediatrician Whoever the neonatal doctor who pulled you out the womb, how did you come out? Were you cesarean section, or did you slide through the vaginal canal? I need some more info on that birth certificate. You know, as opposed to just saying, "Oh, Washington D.C." Like what? Your birth certificate might as well say, "Born in the ghetto, the way down in a hole." Okay, keep going. All right, so. Um, for he who has never looked at suffering cannot claim to see joy. Then the Spirit covered my eyes with his hand, and when he withdrew it, youth had gone. I remained alone, divested of any earthly clothing. I called out, O you, daughter of Zeus, where then has youth gone? Melpomene said not a word, but she took me under her wings and transported me to the summit of a high mountain. Below me I saw the earth and all that it contains. It lay open like the pages of a book on which the secrets of the universe was surely printed. I remained with the young girl, full of fear, reflecting on the mystery of man and attempting to decipher the symbols of life. And I saw overwhelming things. On the earth, the angels of happiness were struggling with the demons of unhappiness. Woo! He said, on the earth, the angels of happiness were struggling with the demons of unhappiness. Now, let's dissect that. Because you know I like to talk to the youngsters. You know what I mean? 13, 24, that's my age range. That's my demographic. You know, white, black, Chinese, Asian, yellow. The angels of happiness were struggling with the demons of unhappiness. So it's like, you know how it's like, you go to New York, it's like rush, rush, rush. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Get. Stomp, stomp, stop. Push, push, push. You know, let me get as much as I can, as quick as I can, because I don't know when all of this is gonna go away. So I need to get as much of it as I can. But then I've never seen like a happy millionaire. But so I've never seen that in all my decades of living. Like it's like whenever I see them, they're always unhappy, unless maybe they don't want to show us their happy times. You know, because it's like, I mean, we all go to the same Disney worlds, you know, unless they got an island hidden somewhere with like fun stuff that we don't know about. Jeff Epstein, to like, but now, but that wasn't funny, by the way. But I was being facetious. But it's like we all go to the same places, you know. It's like, you know, it's the same water, same streams. We're all on the same earth. It was kind of like I see why Elon Musk wants to be transplanetarian. Like maybe he wants to go to Mars and I don't know, make his own carnival or something. It's like that we work so hard for all this money. Like Jeff Bezos has like a $200 billion jet. It's like, what does your jet do that no other jets do? Like, are you up there spinning around doing 360s in your jet? Like, or you just flying through the sky, just going place to place, checking on inventory. I don't know, man. This world is crazy. All right, so um, on the earth, the angels of happiness were struggling with the demons of unhappiness. Standing among them, I saw man torn apart, sometimes by hope, sometimes by despair. Ooh. Imagine seeing a man torn apart by hope, and then sometimes torn apart by being hopeless. Whew, that's tough. The book is tough, y'all. I saw love and hate playing with the heart of man. Love and hate playing with the heart of man. How many of y'all out there got love and hate in your heart at the same time? You know, this you love somebody. You could love somebody so much you hate them. You hate to love them. You hate that you love them, or you love that you hate them. Hiding from his guilt and intoxicating him with the wine of submission, adoration, and flattery, while hate incited him to defiance, stopped his ears, and made his eyes blind to the truth. So it's basically saying hate gives you like defiant disorder, like, get out of my face, I ain't gonna do what you say. Stopped your ears from listening to the truth and made you blind. So it's like, it says that in the Quran, actually, like, you can't convert anyone to become Islam. Like, because God will, like, it said, well, Allah will, like, cover their ears and blind their eyes. So, like, they have to want to find Islam, like, themselves. But I'm more spiritual than religious. So let's just keep on moving. And I saw the city crouch down over its slums and seize the clothing of Adam's son. And in the distance, the passion fields wept over the sorrow of man. I saw priests with raging mouths who resemble crafty foxes. And I saw false messiahs trying to obtain the happiness of man while conspiring against him. Ooh-wee. Hey, you ever had a friend that said he loved you act like this false messiah or a priest, a priest or something like that? So, oh, I love you guys. Oh, I love you all. Come back next Sunday. And they really conspiring against you. You like, get your hand out my pocket. Why you keep passing me that tray? I already put my thighs in there. Damn, what you want? 55%? I already got to give Uncle Sam 28. What you gonna leave me with? Real talk. And I saw preachers raise their eyes to the sky with a gesture of adoration, while at the same time their hearts were buried deep in the tombs of greed. What did I just say? Didn't I just say something similar? Did I not just say something similar? I saw religion bury itself in books and doubt rob it of its place. And I saw man called to wisdom to aid him with deliverance. And I saw wisdom show itself insensitive to his appeals. For he had looked upon it with disdain when it had spoken to him in the streets of the city. I saw man conceal his cowardice beneath the mantle of patience, called laziness, tolerance, and fear, courtesy. And I saw a young man trying to seduce the heart of a young girl with tender words, while the true feelings of both were half asleep and they were very far from their divine nature. Ooh, he talking about dudes trying to kick that game now. You know you young to be trying to kick that game. And both of y'all are so far from y'all divine nature, y'all don't even know what y'all on earth for. No one knows what path they're on. But you trying to kick that game with them words, ain't you? Get pep on, player, pep on. I saw two lovers, and the woman seemed to be like a lute held by a man who did not know how to play it and created only discordant sounds. Ooh. So basically, he's saying he saw two lovers, and the woman seemed like, I guess a lute is like a flute, I don't know, held by a man who did not know how to play it. Like, so you didn't know how to shape your woman, or how to like take care of a woman, or how to embrace a woman, or how to properly instruct, or guide, or lead. You have to be careful when you use words with women, because 2024, like, women think we're trying to like be bossy and boss them around, and that's never the situation. Like, we want to be the teamwork, make the dream work, sweetie. But And I saw lawmakers in idle discussion, selling their wares on the steps of deceit and hypocrisy. Yeah, basically saying politicians, you know, selling you false hopes. You know what I mean? Like they'll tell you one thing today, but then they'll deceive you and do something else tomorrow. Like basically someone putting a knife in your back and then running in front of you and telling you, oh, no, I ain't do that. Basically, pretty much. I saw Liberty walking alone and knocking on doors to ask for shelter without anyone listening to those appeals. I saw prodigality. Ooh, that's a big one. Advancing in majestic fashion, and I saw the crowd acclaim it as liberty. And I saw physicians playing with innocent and credulous souls. Whoa. I saw the ignorant man and the wise man seated side by side, elevating their paths to the throne of fame, embellishing their present with the clothing of abundance. Ignorance. He said he saw the ignorant man and the wise man seated side by side. Preparing for the future, a couch of luxuriousness. And I saw poor unfortunate men sow their fields, and the powerful reap the harvest, while oppression disguised as the law mounted guard. I saw the wasteful man spend his money, and the miser turn it into the fish hook of hate. Mm-mm-mm. But in the hand of the sage, I saw no gold. Mm-mm-mm. I saw the wasteful man spend his money, and the miser turn it into the fish hook of hate. You know, in Georgia, you know they say, "A fool and his money shall soon part ways." He said, "But in the sage, but in the hand of sage, I saw no gold." So where nobody go? When I had observed all that, I cried out, heartbroken, "O daughter of Zeus, is that truly the earth? Is that truly man?" And the sad and subdued voice she replied, "What you have just seen is the pathway of the soul, paved with sharp stones and scattered with thorns. But it is only the shadow of man, the darkness. Be patient, for the morning will not be slow to come." Then she placed her delicate fingers over my eyes, and when she removed them, I saw youth walking slowly by my side. And in front of us, hope led the way. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. That is tough. That is tough. That is tough. You know, just to see youth, just to see man, just to see pride, just to, oh, man. That is tough. Let's just keep on going to 30. But we at 23. Let's just go 30 minutes. Let's just do a quick 30 piece. Let's just do a quick 30 piece real quick. That was tough though. That was definitely tough. Definitely. I'm not gonna read the whole book. It's just some excerpts that I wanted to share. If you I mean, this book is like, it's tough, bro. It's tough. Okay, I like this. Okay, this one is called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. Okay? I really love this. Said to my friend, "Look at that woman sitting so close to that man." Let me just give you all a synopsis before I read it. So basically, Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow is basically about, him and his friend sitting on a train, and there's a woman who just hopped on a train with another man who he was with, who the prophet of the eye, Khalil, who he had dated, and now his friend that's sitting with him on the train also wants to date too, but she's on the train with another man. So all right, let's go. So it's called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. I said to my friend, look at that woman sitting so close to that man. While yesterday she was leaning on my arm. And my friend added, tomorrow it will be my arm. I said, see how she drinks from that man's glass? While only yesterday she was getting drunk on my wine. And my friend added, and tomorrow it will be my goblet. I said, see how she looks at him tenderly. And yesterday her glance was caressing my eyes. And my friend added, and tomorrow it will be my eyes. I said, listen to her whispering. And yesterday she was murmuring to me the sweetest of words. And my friend added, and tomorrow they will be spoken into my ear. I said, look, she's embracing him. Yesterday she was burning her face against my chest. And my friend added, and tomorrow it will be against mine. Then I said, what a strange woman. And my friend revealed to me, she is like life. She's possessed by all men, like life. She conquers all men, like death. She broods over all men, like eternity. Woo. Boy, you can't take me nowhere. Boy, how many times have you heard, it ain't on? You know what I mean? The boom boom ain't on, it's just your turn. You know what I mean? I done hit her. Like you done hit her. And then tomorrow, my man gonna hit her. Bro, hey, man. And this was written in 1923. And this is 2024. What's that, like 101 years later or something? Like, come on, bro. Like, how did they know all of this? You know, like, man, it's just like, it's like whenever I go somewhere, you know, I just like when I see people sit down, the first thing they do is pull out their phone and go. And it's like nobody studies anybody anymore. Like nobody like watches and see, you know, just, you know, like just like, and I'm sure it's going to be hard on the kids because this is how we learn everything through this discourse, through this mystical creature that I call a camera. An expensive one, albeit. But this is how we engage these days, man. And you know, I don't know, these books keep me alive. Through the pages of these books, man, I stay alive because people can be draining, and practicing medicine or being a medical practitioner, I'm always dealing with other people's problems, but I rarely dissect my own. That's because, I never really have time to, because everyone else is always coming to me brooding with their own problem, just brimming with their own problems. Their problems are just brimming over their eyebrows with sweat. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so I just wanted to give it to you like that, raw, rough, and rugged. You can go back, press record, rewind, copy, paste. But I really like Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. I really like this book. I really like the excerpts on it. It's a good book. Good read. All right, BigBarrBaby, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and send it to your homeboy. Let's all teach one. Each one teach one. Gone.